Hi, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. We're going to have a good time today, I hope. My name is Beth Gay Freeman, and you may email me with questions about anything that we do, or just about questions. And my email is bethscribble@aol.com. bethscribble@aol.com. Okay. I also do a big publication. It's called Beth's Newfangled Family Tree. I've done it a long time, and you may have it for absolutely no money. It is free, no strings attached. All you have to do is go to https://electricscotland.com/BNFT. It's free. And when you're there, you may also browse among about 14 to 15 years of archives. They're free, and you can play amongst them all you wish. My grandmother started me on genealogy when I was about this big, and I have enjoyed it all my life. And I have learned that in order to enjoy genealogy, you need to learn more about the history, the times, and the places of how your ancestors lived and what they thought and what they knew, because times back 300 or 400 years ago, back 100 years ago, are so different from our lives today. And I was surprised to learn that nursery rhymes have been around so much longer than you think they will be, or think they were. Remember, hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock struck one, the mouse ran down, hickory dickory dock. Bet you didn't know that this little rhyme, passed down verbally through countless generations, actually keeps the memory of the Celtic language alive. This was spoken long before English came to England. In fact, today shepherds in Scotland still count their sheep as hovera covera dick instead of 8, 9, 10. Say hovera covera dick. It's hickory dickory dock. Little Bo Peep has lost her sheep and can't tell where to find them. Leave 'em alone and they'll come home, bringing their tails behind them. This little rhyme is about England's sheep farms and the great wool trade. It was known as early as 1364, when a lady whose name was Alice Coston, for giving short measure in ale, was condemned to play Bo Peep through a pillory. If you read Shakespeare, you'll find mention of Bo Peep in King Lear. You really will. Tom Tom, the piper's son, learned to play when he was young, but all the tune that he could play was over the hills and far away. Over the hills and a great way off, and the wind will blow my top knot off. Now Tom with his pipe didn't make such a noise that he surely pleased both the girls and the boys. They all stood still for him to play over the hills and far away. Tom with his pipe did play with such skill that those who heard him could never keep still. Whenever they heard him, they began to dance. Even pigs on their hind legs would after him prance. I bet you never knew that this old rhyme has political meaning. Tom Tom is actually a song from about 1745 in Scotland, when Scottish Highlanders piped over the hills and far away because their adored Bonnie Prince Charlie, the young pretender to the throne of England, was forced to live far away in Europe. Old King Cole was a merry old soul, and a merry old soul was he. He called for his pipe, he called for his bowl, and he called for his fiddlers 3. There was a King Cole, there really was, and he was a 3rd century Celtic king in England. Seizing a camp from invading Romans, he named it Colchester, or Cole's Camp, Today as a city, it still bears his name. Remember this one? Pussycat, pussycat, where have you been? I've been to London to see the Queen. Pussycat, pussycat, what did you there? I frightened a little mouse under the chair. This little rhyme referred to Queen Elizabeth of England. Hector Protector was dressed all in green. Hector Protector was sent to the Queen. The Queen did not like him, no more did the King, so Hector Protector was sent home again. The Hector Protector sent home in disgrace by the King was Oliver Cromwell, Lord High Protector of England. Naturally no favorite with kings, since he had dethroned Charles I in 1649. Finally, for this time, Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty Dumpty together again. In the 13th century, English parents told children that Humpty Dumpty was an egg. They actually meant that Humpty Dumpty, whose fall could never be repaired, as a jibe to King John the Tyrant, from whom they forced the Magna Carta, their Charter of Liberty. Now, by the way, King John's huge war horse, guess what his name was? It was named the Wall. Please join us once again. We'll do this again next week. Thank you so much for watching today.